Hello, I am Gepwin and welcome back to Planet Explorers. I have not been in here in a while. It's not for a lack of interest, if you're wondering. It's because I have not had a ton of good ideas on what to build. But I'm going to butcher your name because it's weird. The Dr. Traxios or Detraxos or something along those lines was asking if I was going to get back to the game, and I explained that I want to, but I've been having some trouble thinking of things. And then the most awesome idea came out of him, which was maybe you could build to a common theme, and that just got my brain going for some reason. And I think I'm going to start doing that. This is the first of the common theme that I kind of want to go for going forward in these. I'm going to keep building towards it. We'll keep adding little bits to the creative world. I don't think I'm not going to play non-creative, because let's be honest, the non-creative mode is kind of stupid. At about here-ish? Yeah, something, no, down more. There we go. The non-creative mode in this game, like the story mode, is a bit weak. Not terrible, but not great, and doesn't make for a very good video. So I am going to start building to him a theme and start populating our creative world with that, and I'll upload some of these too if people are interested, and we can work from there. Maybe we'll make it together. But the theme that I love and am obsessed with and have been obsessed with, so I'm going to build toward that, is kind of retro science fiction. I've always liked that idea, the kind of old school things that didn't really make a lot of sense. The computers took up whole rooms. You didn't have fast and light travel in some. You had to have psychic people to communicate. There's life on every planet in the solar system. Just love that stuff. It's my absolute favorite, and I want to start designing some stuff to that end. So we're gonna make a kind of retro futuristic space gun. I'll call it the blimp for now, because that's very blimpy looking. Very blimpy looking. But that kind of aesthetic, I've always loved it. I think it's great. Let's turn on symmetry mode. I think I messed this up though, because I want some fins, and the way I'm thinking of putting in the fins, I might actually need to make the fins first and then put the blimpy thing in second. We'll see. We'll see how that works. I think I will actually, yeah, unfortunately. Go back, make some fin things. So to make the fins, I want symmetry mode on. I want some, there we go. I want a couple of circles. I want them to go back further than that though. I want symmetry mode on, and I want a couple of big circles here. Like that. Good, then I want to... I haven't done this in a while, so I'm going to forget some of my controls. I want to have a feather amount that will, take out a lot of this material. Something like that. Oh, come on. Try again. Try again. Something that'll take out a lot of this material and leave me with more of a fin shape. Go back though. Come on, you stupid thing. Let's select like a square. Yeah, kinda like that. This is just gonna take a little bit of guessing. No. Maybe? Oh, it would have worked. Okay, that should work. That I think might actually work. So let's bring that down, and let's cut this part off so that we don't have any weird wasted materials. Then turn off symmetry mode for a second. Then we'll use our circle and aluminum to remake what we had here. Which, for simplicity's sake, we'll start all the way back here. Go 3 squares in, which gives us, what, 1, 2, 3... 24. Bring it a bit forward to about there. Yep. Then up. I hate that. Camera movement control and cancel the thingy you're building control are the same frickin' button, and it always gets me. 24. forward to, let's say about here, and then up until they intersect with those fins. There, look at that. Look at that. It's not in the middle, is it? Of course it's not. Of course it is not in the middle. Why would it be? 3 in, 3 in. Yes, 24. 24. Go up, 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 up until you intersect with the fins like that. There we go. That is my blimp pistol. That's my silly looking blimp pistol if I ever saw one. That is awesome. Turn on symmetry, hide window. This wound up in the wrong place though. What am I looking for? Parts. Move this handle up. I want to move this handle up and in a little bit. Up and in slightly, like that. See, now you can aim down these sights. Of course, yeah, of course you can. You want to be able to hold the gun somewhere around there. Yeah, just like that. I'm gonna hide this later. I'm gonna build kind of my own handle and hide this, I think. But for now, I want it somewhere in this area. Yeah, like that. Just like that. Excellent. Excellent. I want the barrel to be in the front middle here. Did I turn symmetry back on? I feel like I did, but it doesn't look like I did. Oh, it's because I'm in the parts menu. Symmetry doesn't turn on the parts menu, does it? I hope not. No, it does. But I want this right on this center line here. Yeah, right on that center line. It's going to give me 2 if I put it right on the center line. This is going to be kind of a long pistol because, you know, it's sci-fi pistol. Let's use this muzzle, actually, so that we can see if we can get it right in the middle of that. But forward a little. Right there. Yeah, that looks like it's in the center, doesn't it? Let's turn symmetry mode back on. Appears to be more or less in the center there, and more or less in the center on the front, which is excellent. Hide symmetry mode again, because we need to build ourselves a barrel coming off the front of this, which needs to be a cylinder, a fairly even cylinder. We'll make it a 4x4. 4x4, I said. Come on. In 4x4. Going that way. Alrighty then. Alright, this is going to be hidden, but I'll still move it up. Still move this up a bit. There. Just like that. Just like that. So that's where the barrel will go. And then on the end of the barrel, I want a thing. I very much want a thing on the end of the barrel. What kind of thing? So what I think I want on the end of the barrel is like a parabolic aiming dish. I need a small sphere. Like a 10 by 10 by 10, and see if that's in the middle. Oh, it would appear to be. Look at that. That's cool. Small sphere. Actually, the sphere might be better. I was thinking of doing a parabolic aiming dish, but the sphere might actually be better. So I make that a 10 by 10 by 10, and then a 12 by 12 by 12. Oops, except that's way too tall. 1, 2. Then this should be a 12 by 12. Yep, by 5, 4, 3, 2, 12. Oh, still way too much. Alright, if you start at the bottom of this and go down by... That's a 10 by 10. Go down by 1 point, I think. Then drag like that up to 12. Yeah, now it's a bit bigger. Okay. Down 1 more point. And do a... I don't know if I'll be able to do another sphere here. We'll have to see. 14 by 14 by 14. Heh, that's cool. I like that. It's not super perfect. We'll figure out something to do here. I think the end still needs a parabolic dish, maybe. We'll make it a little bit smaller, and we'll make it off the end more. So, right on the end here, let's do a 8 by 8 by 8 square. Going up might actually help. 8 by 8 by 8 right on the end. We'll make this disappear. So, parts, select the muzzle, invisible, apply. There we are. Then, back into materials. I would like to cut this sphere in half, which means I want to up my depth a bit. Select everything that way. Shift to add, select everything that way, delete. Oops. Not quite right, but select everything. Nope, forward one. Select everything going that way. Select everything going that way. Dang it! Just fine. Up my depth by like 3 more. Select this entire half. Select it in quarters so that I can grab the outside. I'm selecting from this outer edge because that's the furthest out this direction. So that should select the entire square very well. Good. Now, feather depth of, it's 8. So let's do feather by 3. No, 5. Yeah, feather by 3 and feather depth. And then we'll grab the middle and see what that gets us. Whoa, way too far. Way too far. Feather by 1, maybe? Still a lot taken out there. May have made this too small. Well, let's see if we can make this work then. Let's go back into here with our aluminum. Stop that. Let's grab this. Make it, yeah, 2 by, like that. Ooh, nice. Didn't expect that to work out that way. Look at that. That is a ray gun. That's a right proper ray gun on the front now. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to see. Excellent. I did not think that would turn out well after some of the debacle we had. Very good. Very good. I very much like that. Alright, I want to bring my selection tool back down to 1. I want to turn on my symmetry mode. And I kind of want to take out little bits along here. No. Turn off feathering. Turn off feathering. Let's up my selection by like 4, and let's take out some little bits on the edges that we're gonna make glow maybe. Just some random kind of circuity looking patterns. Add a little bit to the overall feel of the thing. Oh, nope. Yeah, forward like that, then grab up. Yeah, in that way, maybe actually connect across. Then go back that direction. Oops, nope, pop. Start from the highest level and go in. Like that. Some of this might need some refining. So I just want a little bit of depth to the outside. I'll also add some bits. We've got our fins, we've got our round body, we got some like circuit boardy looking things on the inside. I could kind of use, in a couple places I could use some replacements. Yeah, like that. And like that maybe? No, undo those. Yeah, keep that. Let's get rid of these. Yeah, fill in that, fill in like 1 there. And like 1 here. Good, maybe 1 on this corner. Yeah, that's working out. That's working out there. Now let's see what we can add with our pencil. Let's go down. Your hand's gonna go here. Alright, if your hand is here, I want there to be something that you can grab. And for things you can grab at an angle, I would like to have an angle. Come on, give me this. Give me this! Good. We got an angle here. I'm gonna start there and go kinda out and up. Yep, just, well, I'm gonna start on this edge. I'll start here. Go out to the middle. Oh, come on, start from the middle. Go to about the middle of this and go up. And then hit tab until it's going the correct direction. Yeah, that way. Sort of. Sort of that way. Sort of, kinda. Not really. Undo. Undo. Let's start from the back. Go into the middle. Go up. No, go. Start from here, go to the back. Go up and tab it, tab it, tab it, tab it, tab it till it lines up. One of these has to kind of line up. Yeah, about like that. Good. Let's get rid of a good section in here. I'll set this to a huge amount just to make sure I get rid of enough. So we're getting rid of a little bit in here, but then we're going to overlap it with another one of these. Tab. Nope, no, 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 no. Start midway through about. Actually, start right there. And go up this way. Out a little further. Like this. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of what I had in mind, except for I didn't make it thick, did I? Didn't make it thick. Need to go to the inside and then to the outside and then up. Then up. There we go. There we go. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I honestly feel like I'm not making this particularly interesting for all of you. I really hope that I am. But I don't know. I hope that this is going well. I try to mix in a little bit of tutorial stuff, but for this I'm kind of freehanding a lot. Add a little bit of kind of decorative transition over here. Just to make it not as weird and jarring as it could be on the back. Yeah, like that seems to work out. Do want some kind of crenulations here. I want to add a little thingy here to denote where the trigger mechanism should be. I want something here. I don't know exactly what, but something. There we go. The existing trigger mechanism actually looks pretty clunky. Well, not clunky. That's the problem. The parts look so much better defined than the things you can build with. So it makes it a little bit awkward sometimes. Materials. Back to my good old pencil tool with the aluminum. No, close. Just use aluminum. I don't want to change the aluminum. There. I tried to add some custom decals to this before I started, and something's up with the decal list. I don't know if anybody else is having this problem, but I entered the decals about the same way that I did before. And, yeah, I'll get rid of that. I want to use round things. But I entered the decal list, the decal kind of the same way that I did previously. And for some reason that didn't make the decals load in correctly. Need to start from the top, I think. Top, go to the middle, go in more, and then down a bit. No, need needs to go in way more than that. I'm trying to make some like hand ridges, some things that look like you could hold them. That needs to go in a lot more for that. Hey, stupid thing. Can't adjust the camera. Actually, that goes into about the midpoint with symmetry. Go down. Okay, I thought that would look really stupid, but it actually is creating a neat effect, so I want another one here. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty nice. I want to add a little bit of texturing to this area because it's too smooth. A few random lines and things, some circuitry with my pencil, my trusty pencil. That is not what I wanted at all. A little bit of outside decoration with pencil. This way. Come on, pencil. Pencil doesn't want to draw. Stupid pencil. I hate you. I hate you and your face. And take your face elsewhere, or we'll be hated less. Except it won't be, because your face is stupid and deserves some hate. You tell my feelings toward the pencil are a little bit skewed. Actually, that works out. We'll continue it down this way a little. It's still working. Yeah, for kind of a front thingy. I think this gun is turning out very well. Very well. How's our stats, actually? I haven't checked. 40 aluminum. That's pretty nice. Creation weight volume. Stats. Where's my handgun weight volume increase? Final. Alright, final attack is 169.5. Fire rate is 1.4. With a nice accuracy and durability, I think. I am actually, haven't made guns in this in a while, so I'm not sure if they've changed at all. Not sure if the stats are still comparable to the old stats. And I never made guns that often anyway, because I like my melee weapons. I feel like we should remove a little bit back here, maybe. See if I can get a little bit of a curve happening. Don't feather the depth, because it's already going through quite a bit. Yeah, let's like this. Just remove a little bit on the back. Keep it a teeny bit curved. Yes. Very much yes, I'm liking this. I think this is nearly done. It's time to get in and start painting the thing soon. I want to put a little bit in here with the pencil. I really freeformed this one. I didn't have a lot of a plan. And I hope some of the techniques I used are obvious. I kind of was hoping to do a little more tutorializing and less music outside. Ugh, it's been such a weirdly noisy day. Even though it's raining. Usually it's pretty quiet in the rain. I like the rain. It's nice and quiet. There's some water falling from the sky, which growing up in a desert I always find kind of novel. Yeah, let's just keep it like that. There. Fill in a couple of these weird... Stop that. Fill in a couple of these weird bits. That, starting to look nice. Keep this transition kind of smooth out. Well, not really smooth, but it's too smooth. I'm adding some texture to the transition. And then we've got the exposed trigger because retro future people don't actually care about gun safety. You don't need a trigger guard in the retro future because there's, Martians and Venetians attacking you. Weird water dwelling Venetians coming at you from all sides. I think this is looking very nice. I really do. Let's get to painting. Actually, you know what? Let's save this first. Let's, you know what? Cancel. No, we need to paint it first. Paint! Let's give it a base coat of white. So I do want it to be kinda Bright color. I know the base coat doesn't matter very much for that, but it won't look as off. I'm also going to keep symmetry mode on. I like to keep the base. I like to have a base coat. I know it's a holdover from my old days when I did models and things, which I haven't gotten a chance to do in a while. But I'm going to treat painting these kind of like I would treat painting a model. So base coat white so that if you do get any sections that aren't filled in properly, you see white instead of something else that's silly. Now we're going to go take the radius way down and get sort of a gunmetal gray in here. Gunmetal grays usually have a little bit of blue mixed in. Darker blue. Dark kind of gunmetal color, like this. Yeah, I want it to look a little bit futuristic-y metal too. So I want the barrel to be this sort of future metal color. We got future metals. They'll make your brights bright. I don't know. They do something to the firing mechanism of your gun. I would imagine. I want to use a lot of purples on this. I think purples and blues because those are pretty neat and sci-fi. Let's see how this color looks on the main body. No, I want it to be darker than that. Darker, and not as turquoise. Definitely not as turquoise. This kind of blue. Yeah, that'll work. I like this blue. Well, let's turn that radius back up, huh? I enjoy this bit of it. Painting the thing is always kind of fun. This thing works only looks a bit like a spray can. Yeah. Paint that. Paint that thing. All over. All over. Missed a bit in the bottom. Missed a bit on the top. In the middle. Fins. Oh, the fins. The fins are so cool. Why did we stop putting fins on everything? It seemed like 50s cars and stuff were just covered in fins. Completely unnecessarily. Just fins everywhere. I miss fins. Spaceships had fins. Cars had fins. Everything just completely covered in fins. Right along here. I want to be careful and try to fill in as much as I can without hitting the other bits. There's a couple of the big blocks of color done. Looking good. I want a kind of purple on the orbs here. Only a fairly dark purple on these. Yeah, let's turn the radius up. Up a bit more. I'm very impatient when it comes to these large blocks of color. Now I painted on the gray first because I could overlap onto the orb a little more easily and then paint down from the orbs toward the barrel and not hit as much. Kind of painting down works a little easier. The way the paintbrush works, it seems to overlap onto higher surfaces more. And that's just terrible. Right. Every time I try to adjust the camera angle, it changes tools. I hate that. There we go. Purple orb number 1 is almost painted. Yeah. Just like that. This is the kind of aesthetic that I want to cultivate for this thing. Buck Rogers-y. Kinda, yeah, that sort of thing. I never actually watched Buck Rogers, but that kind of sci-fi era has always really interested me. We don't actually know what science is yet, but anything is possible, sort of thing. They're still explaining everything with the science at the time. Like if you've ever read Edgar Rice Burroughs' science fiction, or I'm blanking on the name. Arthur Conan Doyle. Arthur Conan Doyle wrote a little bit of science fiction that is just insane. The ether of space is filtering through to Earth and gives everybody amnesia. Just some weird stuff with the science at the time, because they didn't actually know what space was for quite a while. Like when we started putting people into space, they didn't know, what was in space. There was sort of a idea for a while. I'm not sure when it went away fully, but there was a deal for a while that space was full of this stuff called ether, which was something that you couldn't really feel or touch, but it filled up the space, because nature abhors a vacuum. That's part of where that comes from. People hadn't been able to create a vacuum fully for a bit, but the nature abhors a vacuum, and then the ether thing kind of go hand in hand, because there can't be nothingness, so it must be filled with something, and they called that ether. And then there's a lot of sci-fi stuff that involves the ether of space from early science fiction. Okay, overdid a little bit there, but not too bad. Gonna keep on really low and go into some very dark on the inside here. I'm probably gonna try to make these glow, but we'll see if that works out with the decals. If I can't get the decals to line up in here properly, which we'll have to see if I can. But if I can't, then I want it to not be that visible. I hope that I can, because glowing on the inside will be cool. Everything should glow. I think I'm gonna make some decorations with this set as well, like old style, like reel-to-reel computers and stuff along that vein. That'd be pretty cool. Come on, get that bit. And kind of fade out along there, I guess. Yeah, like that. I need to go try to get sort of a similar blue color here. I want an eyedropper tool. It's so hard to match colors. A little darker. That's my big wish list here, is an eyedropper tool. Then we can add a little bit of texture with this other color. Give it sort of more of a metal texture. Alright, the fins shall be a much brighter purple, since I'm using like purple and blue. I'll make the fins a much brighter kind of purple color. Yeah, there we go. That's looking nice. That's looking nice. It's hard to paint well with this. I wish I could have loaded some of the decals. I don't think I would have used decals on the fins or a lot of the gun body, but I had some other little glowy bits I wanted to do. Yes. Yeah, that's really nice. That's looking good, isn't it? Isn't it? Tell me it's looking good. I'm insecure. Very bright color on these. I'm gonna have to paint over the edges again, aren't I? Come on, you stupid thing. I just wanted to give some contrast to the bits that are sticking out. Only a little bit. At least this is way bigger than you will ever actually see it in game, so as much as I worry about trying to match the colors and getting things kind of in the right color range, it's you actually aren't going to be able to see it very well. Nope, that's too purple. Come on. Nope, darker. Darker. Too dark. Come on, too green. See, I'm never going to get this color again. I like this color. I'm never going to get it again. Where even was I with this color? Somewhere in the blues. It's too blue. Still too blue. Down this way. Still no. Still no. Darker on this? That's It's similar. I'll repaint a lot of it in this, I guess. I like this color too. Let's repaint around some of that. It's not hugely noticeable. It'll add a little bit more color depth to have the brighter undercoat and more of a gray, since I can't get that color back. There, just gotta cover up some of this purple. I could make it look a little glowy, I guess, if I wanted to. I don't particularly. There. Okay, now let's get back into some gray tones for the handle. Darker gray. No, darker gray tones for the handle here. Keep everything in more of a bluish theme. With my brush. Yep, just like that for the handle area and this under bit. Let it transition well. Nice. Looking good there. Then very, very dark for this trigger section. Dang it, see, I got a little bit of the gray onto the gun, and I'm never going to get that same blue color again. Then use the dark on this hand grip section. Like that. That's pretty nice. It's even got a little bit of texture on it here. That blue is kind of a terrible color. Let's see what we wind up with. Whoa, that's a terrible, terrible purple. Nope. Come on. Get back to some kind of blue color. At least something similar. That doesn't even look close at all. It looks a bit purpley. Well, I guess the rest of the gun's fairly purple, so we'll go over it one final time with a lot of this kind of blue-purple color. And see what we wind up with. Yeah, not bad. Just adding a little bit of depth to the color. Oh, yeah, it is. It's adding quite a bit. I like it. Now let's play with the decals. For the last bit, we'll play with the decals a teeny bit, see if we can make these interior bits glow. I want them to glow blue. Alright, so we'll add a decal here. We'll, now we have to go to parts with the decals. Want to make sure they're set to emission. Rotate them a bit here. Yeah, and move them so that they're showing on the inside, but not on the outside. Yeah, something along those lines. This is going to be difficult if I can even do it at all. And it's such a weird angle, I don't know if I can. Come on. Turn tangential to the gun. And just in that little space. Like that. Then I want to move it kind of that way. And maybe down. Yeah, actually, I like the spottiness of it. So let's copy that. Can I duplicate that? I'm not sure if I can. Or do I just have to put another decal? I think I just have to put in a couple more decals. I want 1, 2, then like, I don't know, 3. Put one in here, and another here, another there. And another there for good measure. Yeah, kind of like that. Looks really weird the way it is now, but I'm hoping that I can kind of move these into good places along the interior. Yeah, kind of like that. Then the same for these. Down a little more, match up. Yeah, just like that. This one here, you go over, and in slightly more. This one's same. Let's just move you out of the way for now. I think I might have to rotate that one. I'll move it way on the interior. We'll see. Let's just get this. For now, let's get that one out of the way. These ones need to rotate. There we go. Getting the decals to clip correctly is pretty fiddly. Yeah, these ones I think need to be in the middle. And they also need to rotate a lot. Rotate that way, and then down. There's probably a more efficient way to cover more stuff. I'm actually liking the kind of spotty aesthetic we're getting here. Except for that top bit, that looks a little strange. That looks a little strange on the top. Let's increase the Z height on these. Not position, not rotation, depth. Z is 0.05, let's make 0.08. Whoa! How? Seriously, how is that 0.08 if that was 0.05? That's freaking huge. 0.06 then? Come on. It's not much of an improvement, is it? Not at all. Let's just move it way into the interior here. Even further down. Come on. Kinda. I don't know if I like that anymore. It's showing on the outside. Let's go back a lot. Let's see what we can do with the angle. Because that's way too much. That's way too much. Alright, what if I go back to materials? Do these need to be... I think this might need to be raised a little. If we want it to show up on the decal. Yeah, there we go, that fixed it. That fixed it, very low budget solution. And then we need to go back to parts and move these a little bit more. And more in the inside, I think. Down a little bit so that they're not clipping the top. Alright, it's getting a slightly awkward effect on that part, but nothing too bad. Nothing too bad. Let's get you moved over there. Rotate 90 degrees. Yeah, 90 degrees. Rotate 90 degrees and up. Over more and back into the thing quite a bit. Bit more. Bit more? Yeah, about there. Right about there. Can I actually... I think I'm going to need to add or subtract some material from this piece. Or do that. That connects. Yeah, that connects with a little bit of spottiness, but not too badly. You need to go over and rotate as well. 90-degree rotation and up and into the machine. Very good. You also require... Oh, that was more or less in the right place. I like that. I like it being in the right place. Decals, a couple more here. One there, and one... Wait, we had it. We had it, come on. Yeah, one there. Need to move that one slightly, but it's in a pretty good position. Parts up a little bit. And yeah, there we are. Sci-Fi Retro Gun. Let's save this thing and see what it looks like. Oh, sorry, whacked the microphone. Okay. Capture. Make sure you capture it. Well, let's change the background color, actually. Something more appropriate. Like a blue-gray capture. And let's call this retro gun, retro pistol. Save, and we are going to go test this out on our character. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the big reveal. There's our sword that we made a while ago. Retro pistol. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that thing. That is awesome. Oh yeah. Fires bullets, because why not? Should really make kind of a zappy noise. Or buzz zap, I don't know. But yeah, looks quite nice. Little bulky. Little not fitting at all with the aesthetic they're going for. But still, nice. I like it. I very much like it. I don't know if I can... Yeah, I can't get the camera to flip around while you're aiming. That's kind of a flaw. Ah well, looks nice. The glowy bits look pretty good. Looks all silly and retro with fins. Don't you love fins? Fins are awesome. Ah well, that is up for all for this episode. Let me know if you want me to upload this somewhere and I can make the files available. I'll either put it on the ISO share or I'll start my own like Dropbox folder for these things that you can just grab from. That might be easier. Actually, I think that might be easier. So if you do want it, let me know, and I'll start a Dropbox file for all of these things we're going to make to the retro sci-fi theme. So I'm having some fun with that. I think that was a fun build. If you have enjoyed the video, do leave a like. If you didn't enjoy this one as much, since I'm getting back into this, let me know if there's something you think could be improved, because I don't know if I handled some of the build stuff as well as I could. So I'll try to make the videos a little better in future and see where we wind up. But if you enjoyed, do leave a like and a comment with some, recommendations, other things you think you might want to see me build in this retro sci-fi aesthetic and so forth. If this is the first video of mine you have seen and you are not yet a subscriber, you can do that to be updated on all of the things that I do. As always, I am Kevin. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon.